Hello people, my name is Malik. You're watching our YouTube channel Official Tech Repair, and today we have a Samsung Galaxy A025, Samsung A2, and this is damaged, cracked, broken LCD replacement. Pretty bad. So let's get into it to see the quickest we can replace it. So first of all, we're gonna remove this SIM tray. Okay, keep it on the side. We are gonna apply this heat. I have it 110-degree heat. You can also use a hair dryer. It's gonna take you a good bit while. Might take you 5-10 minutes. If you're in the professional business, you can use this heat plate. You can set the temperature. You can leave it on this plate 10-15 minutes up to 80-degree. They comes in a different kind of these heat plates, LCD separators sort of things. Different people call it different names. They comes in a different sort of size, different temperature, but 100-degree, leave it 10 minutes. It's very hot now, hard to touch. Stanley blade. So where we're gonna get is between this bezel, and we are run through it. Once you have a little bit lifted, go the deepest you can. Yeah, that's where. And you just bring all weight down. In any stage, if you feel it is getting cold, you can apply more heat. The hotter it is, it peels off better. Like this. Okay, now we're gonna take the back off. So you would need this sort of tool. You can take the back off before you apply the heat, but because we had it on the heat plate for long, so once you have these clips off, you can use a Pry Tool. This is under the bezel, you have to get in like this. Okay. It is a bit tough too because it's very tight fitted. Okay, so like that. Okay, so very careful. We take the back off like this. Put on the side. So now we need is the Phillips head screwdriver. We're gonna open these screws because first of all we are going to disconnect the battery. So this is 1.5 millimeter Phillips head screwdriver. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. So once we remove the screws, we're gonna take this back plate off, disconnect the battery. So disconnect these two LCD connectors. Now we're gonna remove these screws. Okay, once the screws are removed, we are gonna take the okay. That's your loudspeaker. Disconnect this connector. Okay. Now we're gonna take the broken screen off. Okay. You might need to disconnect this antenna ribbon like this to here, and we take the broken screen off. Okay, you have to take this little mesh grill off. This one we have to put it onto the new screen. Okay. Keep it like this. Okay. If you have a flatter tweezer, we're gonna clean this surface. I'm gonna use this brush to clean the surface. We have to remove all the pieces of the glasses. When you're at this point, don't press too hard. Okay, so that's frame is ready to be put the new screen. So at this point we have connected the new screen because we are going to test it. So we are just connected like this. This is the old screen and this is the new screen. So before you put the screen on the on the frame, so you need to test it. So you just make sure sort of it does work, because you have to put the glue and you have to feed it in the frame. So you can see, yes, it's all working. All that sort of stuff. Okay, so once you know it's been tested, then what you do is just disconnect the disconnect. So any part, anything you are fitting, you have to test it. So we tested this new screen, okay, just to make sure it's working before we gonna assemble it. Okay, so taken off very careful. That's the new screen. Okay, the frame is ready to be fitted like this, and we had removed this upper earpiece speaker mesh, a little grill which protects the dust going in. Okay, so you would need either rubber bands or these sort of soft clamps, smaller clamps. So that's the new screen, and this is the adhesive B7000, B6000, T7000. Okay, so we are just gonna put this glue on the bezel. Not too much, but there are these screens that comes with the frame, so you don't have to do that, but that's a good practice sort of thing. Okay. And it's easier. That thing might take you longer because you have to take the battery out. To take the battery out perfectly, you need to apply a lot of heat. You don't want to bend the battery. Tape a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, so that's your new screen. It goes from this side, and this charging port connector goes this side, and then goes to this side. Okay, and now we're just gonna that is it, like this. So after the testing the new screen, we're just gonna apply this adhesive glue. Okay, so this is the screen. So the connectors go through there, and this connector goes through there. So make sure the connectors are out. This is how you. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Check all the corners. Make sure they are fitted properly, and we're gonna use these clamps. You get these clamps are very strong ones as well, and the soft one as well. They are very strong, so I won't use them. I will use them kind of the ones they are kind of a bit softer. And you can also use these strong like rubber bands. Okay, and we're gonna leave them for maybe in around 10, 15, 20 minutes. The longer time you have will be better, but 20 minutes, half an hour would be good time enough. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like this 20-ish minute, and after that what we're gonna do is continue put all the bits and all the parts back in. Okay, so now we're gonna remove these clamps. Flip it this side, connect this the charging port connector. Okay, and we are going to connect this antenna. Connect these two connectors. Now we're gonna connect the battery connector. So this is loudspeaker. We're gonna install it. Phillips head screwdriver. Now we're gonna connect this battery connector. Job reference. That's the motherboard cover, mid frame. Okay, so at this point, before we put the back, we're gonna turn it on. Okay, you can press this thing to turn it on. Just press few buttons and things like that just to make sure it's working. Okay, and now we are just going to put the back plate. So back cover, okay, and sim tray goes in. Yeah, it's all done, all working, well tested. Clean it, polish it up before give it to the customers. It'll be all done. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much.